Welcome to PD Hinduja Hospital Medical and Research Center. This is NABH Champions Training Session. Topic is infection control. Infection control is the discipline concerned with preventing nosocomial or healthcare associated infection, a practical subdiscipline of epidemiology. It is an essential, though often under-recognized and under-supported part of the infrastructure of healthcare. Meaning of nosocomial infections in Marathi is संसर्गजन्य रोग and epidemiology means साथीचे रोग. So let us understand how infection spreads in hospitals. Hospital acquired infection. Stay of patient more than 48 years. Hospital acquired infection, also called as nosocomial infections, urinary tract infections, surgical site infections, pneumonia, bloodstream infections, and other skin and soft tissue infections, gastrointestinal. Nosocomial infections are those which are acquired by patient within 48 to 72 hours or 3 days of admission in the hospital, or any bacteria spread through air. Secondly, infection spreads due to person, clothing, type of infection and chain of infection is visitors, hospital staff, and contamination through air or water. What happened after infection or infectious disease, or what are side effects of or bad effects of infection, suffering of patient, disability, death, or higher level of care increased, prolonged stay, and increasing cost. So, as an employee of Hinduja Hospital, it's our moral responsibility and duty to prevent infection. So, how do we prevent infection? We have an infection control program. We have zero tolerance for infection. So, what is our plan to prevent infections? We have annual checkup of medical staff. Then we have infection control committee. Head of the infection control committee is Camila Rodriguez, and infection control committee meets every Wednesday. Sister is Miss Rachana. Then third point is we have an antibiotic policy. Is the set of strategies and activities undertaking and organize the antimicrobial treatment in the hospital and achieve health outcomes for patients. We have random testing of water and food. Then we have strategy to investigate hospital acquired infection. Then what action to be taken? Subsequent remedial measures. Then follow cardinal rules. So it can prevent hospital acquired infection, or we can have infection control. Then another point to control infection is hand wash. It is social as well as surgical hand wash. So let take a look at hand wash procedures. There are 7 types of hand wash procedures. First, wet hand, rub palm together, interlink your fingers, cup your fingers, clean the thumbs, rub palms with your fingers, then wash and clean with cloth. So hand wash can prevent infection. Then CSSD system or control system, which can prevent infection control by successful autoclaving of the absorbent material or any dressing material. How to prevent infection by 5 moments of hand hygiene. How do you process 5 moments of hand hygiene after touching a patient surroundings, after blood body fluid exposures, before aseptic procedure, before touching a patient? These 5 moments of hand hygiene can prevent infection successfully. Remember, sometimes we also visit our patient, then try to follow hand hygiene. Then another factor to prevent infection. This is BMW management, biomedical waste management. Biomedical waste is any waste produced during the diagnosis, treatment, or immunization of human or any animal research activities pertaining thereto, or in the production or testing of biological or in health camps. So let's understand how do we segregate our biomedical waste. Biomedical waste can be segregated by different types of bags. First is black bag, general kitchen waste, disposal by BMC. Then cardboard box with blue bag, all glass in cardboard box with blue bag. We have a narcotic ampoules. We dispose them into blue bag with cardboard box. Then red bag, infectious plastic waste, gloves, items contaminated with blood, body fluids, cotton dressings. We autoclave them, microwave it. Then non-infected plastic bottles, oils, tins, cardboard boxes, newspaper, non-infected glass bottle, dispose in green bag, BMC. Then shredding, use contaminated needles, sharps, scalpels, syringe with needles and slides in container. Then yellow bag, anatomical waste, cytotoxic, expired discarded medicines, disposed by incineration. So as per pharmacy activities concerned, when there is any spill of cytotoxic substance or any expired medicine, we dispose them in yellow bag, and all narcotic ampoules in blue bag with cardboard boxes. Then another factor to control infection is hospital linen and laundry. So proper cleaning of hospital linen and material to prevent infection. Then proper sanitation of patient site, hospital premises. It is must to sanitize first. Then management of good housekeeping services in hospitals by disinfecting all hospital premises. Then proper pest control. Then training and education to our hospital staff to control infection in the hospital. Needle stick injury. So how do we prevent needle stick injury? It is a safety procedure. It is a responsibility of hospital employee. So what do we do after needle stick injury if happens? First, do not panic. Do not squeeze the injured site because pressure reverse. Wash with soap and water immediately. Report to casualty. Give full history of needle stick injury. Give full history of hepatitis B immunization. Then blood for testing. More than 20 pathogens can be transmitted through sharps and needle stick injuries. So be aware. So we have a speciality of nurses in our hospital. There is a infection control nurse, enteromal therapy nurse, breast clinic nurse, pain management nurse, home care nurse, diabetic educator, and pediatric nurse. Then another factor to control infection is spill management, proper spill management of any chemical or blood or mercury. So, spill kit. What does it contain in spill kit? There is a dustpan, brush, forceps to collect sharps, then absorbent cloth, gown, gloves, goggle are personal protective equipments. Then face mask, acid and alkali neutralizer, and there is a bottle of sodium hypochlorite tablet. Red, yellow, black bags. These are the contents of spill kit. Then what should we do when there is a spill? Take a look at this picture. What should I do? First, you have to wear PPE, personal protective equipment. Personal protective equipments are gloves, goggle, gown, plastic apron, face mask. So, how do we deal with spill? Take a look at this picture. If any cytotoxic substance or any onco injection is going to spill or it spill, then first wear personal protective equipments, clear or area with proper signages, collect or broken glasses with forceps, put paper towel on spill, cover it, put sodium hypochlorite solution made from tablet, then dry it for 5 to 15 minutes. Put paper towel on it and clean the whole area. Use mop if spillage is too big. Discard it in respective bag as per BMW guidelines. If there is eye splash, wash your eye with such as eye splash device. If there is a spill on skin, then wash your skin with soap and water. We have a eye splash unit in the pharmacy. Mercury spill, what happen if thermometer breaks and mercury spill? If any thermometer in the pharmacy spills mercury, immediately isolate the area and electric equipments. Ventilate the room to keep temperature as low as possible. Wear PPE for safety. Draw up mercury using appropriate sized syringe. With small droplets should be collected on adhesive tape or sellotape. The area are finally wiped out with damp tissues. Place mercury into a lab sample pot with secure lid and seal with adhesive tape. Place all items used to remove the spill into yellow bag. Inform to infection control nurse. Keep in mind, if any spill, always inform to infection control nurse. All of you know where the spill kit is located. There are UP and BBP for controlling infection. Universal precautions, body blood fluid precautions. So, what are universal and blood body fluid precautions? Consider all patients are potentially infected. Assume all body and blood fluids are contaminated with pathogens. Assume all unsterile needles and sharps are contaminated. It is to be taken by healthcare workers when faced by healthcare workers who may have HIV COVID positive but superficially looks deceptively normal. It means let's assume it is infectious. So wash your hands then use your mask in this COVID situation. It is necessary as a and responsibility of an Hinduja employee. Quality healthcare for all. Thank you very much.